Hi everyone, and welcome to another workshop during the Risk Awareness Week. I thank you for your participation, and I highly encourage, just like I did in all the other workshops, I highly encourage to keep this interactive, ask questions, have chats in the comments below with other participants, share your thoughts. You don't have to agree or disagree with everything. You use this opportunity to have a proper discussion with us, with other participants, and remember, if you think this session is useful or you wish your HR or your finance department would have seen it, we'll just share the replay with them. The replay is free. Watching this session is also free. Use this opportunity to help raise risk management awareness. And for this workshop, I want to present Benoit Ledusser. Is that the correct name pronunciation? Sorry about that. Benoit is the Senior Risk Manager for the Enterprise Risk Management in Via Rail Canada. And today he has an amazing case study to share with you. So over to you, Benoit.
Thank you so much, Alex, for the introduction and the invitation. I think Risk Awareness Week is a great thing to move the discipline forward. We've got to be less voodoo and more science, actually. So should be a fun day today. First of all, I'll say a very Canadian thing. Basically, I'm sorry for my English. I'm going to try to cut down the French accent as much as I can. Hopefully, you get what I'm trying to pass over to you. Basically, I'm wondering, is risk management in a rut? Are we so focused on the governance and the procedures and the process and not enough on the actual usefulness of risk management? When's the last time an executive asked, I need to take a business decision, rush, give me the risk register. I needed to take that decision. Even worse, when's the last time you've heard a risk manager actually pulling out a heat map for a personal decision? Like, let's say you renew your mortgage and you're wondering, should I go fixed rate or variable rate? Are you taking a heat map or a risk register to do that? No, you're taking a look at how the rates may evolve, what's my capacity to pay, what's the benefit, and then you take your decision. So really, risk management should be less about the actual process and more about actual decision making. And I'll show you a quick presentation on how it was done on a specific business situation we had at the corporation. And then we can talk a little more about the side of why should we focus more on tools and the analysis rather than the process.
Perfect. So over to your presentation now.
Here was our business problem. Montreal is a great city, but with the problem of any city built on an island, traffic is a plague. And by this I mean that if you're going to play a full-scale version of the Königsberg Bridge problem in Montreal, you're likely to die of old age. So people, like in many cities, commute using trains, buses, and subways. There's currently a large urban transit project that will in the long run improve people's mobility. That project is the ERM, which is the French acronym for Express Metropolitan Network. It will be great in the long term, but during the few years of construction, let's be frank, will be a nightmare for folks from at least two train lines, the Mascouche line, which is the one here in purple, and the Deux Montagnes line, which is here, both stations connecting downtown Montreal. And as a business with both a headquarter and a station in downtown Montreal, a flag was raised that this could be a challenge for talent attraction and retention, especially in the current job market, which is very good with a lot of opportunities for good people. So it was decided to assess this risk in order to see what was its severity before we could consider if we should deploy mitigation actions. That's risk management at its best, using risk in order to inform better decision. So we could have gone with multiple methodology. For example, we could have done a risk analysis using purely arbitrary statements like high likelihood of a high impact. By itself, this is worthless. We could have gone with a risk analysis using a risk matrix with statement like we have between 20 and 50% chance of seeing a voluntary turnover rate of, let's say, 5 to 10% of the staff working in the impacted locations. Once again, not that useful. Or we went with option 3, using some quantitative methods to extrapolate an outcome based on plausible and documented assumptions. Now I know you may think, wait a minute, you want to do a quantitative risk analysis on something that's fluffy and fuzzy like a bunch